And who might you be?
If you please, I am Dorothy.
The Wizard of Oz is a 1939 American musical fantasy film produced by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, often seen as one of the greatest films of all time. It is the most commercially successful adaptation of L. Frank Baum's 1900 children's fantasy novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Directed primarily by Victor Fleming, who left the production to take over the troubled Gone with the Wind, the film stars Judy Garland as Dorothy Gale, alongside Ray Bolger, Jack Haley, Burt Lahr, and Margaret Hamilton. Characterized by its use of Technicolor, fantasy storytelling, musical score, and memorable characters, the film has become an American pop culture icon. It was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, but lost to Gone with the Wind, also directed by Fleming. It did win in 2 other categories, Best Original Song for Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and Best Original Score by Herbert Stothart. While the film was considered a critical success upon release in August of 1939, it failed to make a profit for MGM until the 1949 re-release, earning only $3 million on a $2.7 million budget, not including promotional costs, which made it MGM's most expensive production at that time. A 1956 television broadcast premiere of the film on the CBS network reintroduced the film to the public. According to the Library of Congress, it is the most seen film in movie history. In 1989, it was selected by the U.S. Library of Congress as one of the first 25 films for preservation in the National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. It is also one of the few films on UNESCO's Memory of the World Register. It was among the top 10 in the 2005 BFI, British Film Institute, list of 50 films to be seen by the age of 14, and is on the BFI's updated list of 50 films to be seen by the age of 15, released in May of 2020. The film was re-released by Fathom Events on January 27th, 29th, and 30th of 2019, and February 3rd and 5th of 2019 as part of its 80th anniversary. It also had a 1-week theatrical engagement in Dolby Cinema on October 25th, 2019 to commemorate the anniversary. The movie has been seen by countless millions of people and is a classic by all standard definitions of the term. Which is why it was awesome when Jersey Jack announced they were going to make The Wizard of Oz as their first pinball machine.
So in late 2010, I told my licensing guy I wanted to build a pinball machine. So I asked him to go get me some choice of licenses. He comes back with a whole list. I see The Wizard of Oz. I tell him, I want The Wizard of Oz. And he says, really? So the challenge was to see if I could get 1,000 people who would believe in me and in the game concept to make pre-orders so we could get the company started. So what we did was put together the greatest people in pinball with the best passion, and I let them loose, and this is actually the result of what they did. We get all these creative people and let them run wild.
The Wizard of Oz is a Jersey Jack Pinball Incorporated pinball machine designed by Joe Bowser and released in April 2013. It is the first U.S. pinball machine with an LCD in the back box, as well as the first one to have a color monitor produced in the U.S. since the Pinball 2000 games made by Williams. Although it is not the first pinball machine with an LCD worldwide, because Marsa Play in Spain manufactured a remake of Ender's original Canasta titled New Canasta with an LCD screen in the back box in 2010. The Wizard of Oz is the first wide-body pinball machine since 1994, and the first U.S. pinball machine not made by Stern Pinball since 2001. The back box has a 26-inch HD display that displays film clips in full color, and the playfield is illuminated by RGB LED lights that can change into any color as industry firsts. The machine also includes 2 completely filled-out upper playfields. The machine cost $9,000 when it was brand new. Jersey Jack spent $2 million in the production. Jersey Jack Pinball licenses its flippers from Planetary Pinball Supply and builds its soundboards in partnership with Massachusetts Pinnovators. The sound system supports stereo and has 600 watts of power. A $300,000 inkjet printer was used for printing the artwork. Jersey Jack tested more than 10 different playfield finishes, rolling and shooting hundreds of thousands of balls. The machine uses Williams parts. Toys include Ruby Slipper Flippers, Munchkin Huts and Roofs, the Disappearing Witch, the Witch Legs in the House, the Witch Castle Walls, the Haunted Forest or the Apple Trees in the Haunted Forest, the State Fair Balloon, the Topper, the Laser Cut Oz Head, a crystal ball that displays video, a spinning house, and flying monkey assemblies. The machine includes 5 flippers with a reverse flippers mode, 4 pop bumpers, 2 slingshots, 5 magnets, 2 vertical up kickers, 1 drop target, and 1 spinning target. From Pinsider Flash 71, I can't believe I went this long without owning Wizard of Oz. I acquired an Emerald City limited edition with the upgraded boards and super low plays. This game is visually stunning. I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful pin. From the artwork to the apron to the LED light sequences, this game is incredible. Gameplay is fun and keeps me wanting to play over and over. The more you play, the more you understand the rules and what you need to do. Not a really high scoring game, but really fun and challenging. The mini playfields are a great touch and the different modes are really fun to play. Some people think this game is like chopping wood, but I'm not getting that thus far. I would highly recommend locating one of these pins. To me, it's a really fun pin to play and an even better one to just marvel at what Jersey Jack has accomplished with this title. Follow the yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz Emerald City Limited Edition. You won't be disappointed. Just make sure it has the 7.5 volt boards or upgrade to the 2.0. I'm guessing that's game code that he's talking about. There were many different editions released. There was the regular Wizard of Oz, then the Wizard of Oz Yellow Brick Road Limited Edition, and the Emerald City Limited Edition. From my buddy Don Hopkins down at the Oasis Arcade Airbnb. If you've watched my channel before, you've seen me make a little commercial for his spot when I traded him a Terminator 2 arcade machine. Nice pinball and arcade machines.
Yes, I do. Sell them.
What's up?
Lithia Springs, Georgia.
What's the name of your company?
We are Arcade, or Oasis Arcade Airbnb.
Okay.
And that's our hashtag.
That's right. He's got the Airbnb. Tell him about that.
That is basically an Airbnb in our backyard that we rent out by the night, and the people that rent it can have full access to our 45-game arcade. They have 24/7 access. Everything's on free play. So it's been pretty busy. We'd love to have more people come out.
So definitely check them out on Airbnb.
All right.
Holy crap. Look, a freaking football machine. Anyway, it's a great thing and it's a great place to go. So if you're on Airbnb and you're near Atlanta, check out the Oasis Arcade Airbnb. Don is good people. Here's his review of The Wizard of Oz from 7 months ago. My review is of my 2019 Ruby Red Wizard of Oz re-release. It's been a grail game for me for many years due to the awesome theme and integration. Cons: if you power the game on and off and back on again too quickly, it goes into a protect mode, which requires an annoying reset by jumping 2 pins inside the metal box inside the head. A $9,500 game that can't handle being power cycled without going into protect mode should have a reset button on the inside of the coin door. The left side of the playfield is a bit busy, and the pop bumpers aren't machine gun fast and crisp like on so many other games. The crystal ball has died on my game in just a few hundred plays. The flippers, even on full power, aren't powerful enough for my liking. It's really hard keeping the ball in play in the upper playfield. The game is pretty dark. I had to put a $500 Penn Stadium light set on it to make it shine. It's playable without them, but it's too dark. Even used, this game is still just a few hundred less than it costs brand new. That's a pro if you own it, and a con if you're trying to buy one. The pros. The monkey toy is awesome. Sorry, Yellow Brick Road owners. LOL, I guess it didn't come on that version. The fit and finish of the Ruby Red game is the best in the industry. JJP games are so beautiful. The sound system is incredible. The callouts and use of realistic actors' voices is wonderful. The amazing RGB lighting is way ahead of its time. It weighs 350 pounds because they didn't skimp when they made this game. It's 100% quality. JJP's customer service is really good. They seem to stand behind their products better than any other maker. I like the daily high score option. I doubt I will ever sell this game. It was very hard to find on the used market because people just don't sell them often. You almost never see a Wizard of Oz out in public for anyone to play. Pinsider M. Luz says, I'm not sure if I pronounced that, M-N-L-U-Z, M and Luz, Minluz, Menuluz, Menudo. Pinsider Menudo says, reviewing after 1 month of owning it, one of the best pins ever made. Sold Medieval Madness to get it, so I had high standards, and I'm very happy with the trade. The pros, the top 3 best family-themed pins. It is a work of art beyond beautiful. So many cool toys. So many cool toys. It is packed. Code is very deep. Lots to do, fun, and challenging. The light show. Good use of the mini playfields, they are fun. Stacking of modes is good. Melting the Witch mode is a lot of fun. The cons, it's a bit dark. The callouts are fine, the music is okay. Mine is number 466, so far so good, but it is still a question mark how much I will spend over time to keep everything working. Get to the final wizard? Hopefully someday. Wizard of Oz is timeless, but some may like Marvel and more recent titles. It works great for my family. I did have to add Mylar to the heavy traffic areas. Mine is one of the earlier playfields. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching number 9 of the top 10 movie-themed pinball machines of all time, Jersey Jack's The Wizard of Oz. If you get a chance to play this game out in the public, I highly, highly suggest it. It's awesome. Don't forget to slap that like, comment, or subscribe button. We'll see you guys next week for number 8. Have a great day!
CaptNRetro!